All right. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Unique Perspectives Love Talk Radio. I'm your host, Charles Dixon, and I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Adam Ford. How are you, sir?
What's up, fam, on this Friday evening? What's going on? Man, it is cold up in here in Chicago, bro.
Oh, the weather's still crazy over there.
Man, crazy. And this weekend is supposed to snow.
Wow.
Like I know it started snowing earlier. We didn't get a lot of it, but downtown Chicago got a lot of it. And around the lake got a lot of it. I know a lot of I know back east, back home, they getting hit with a nor'easter real bad.
Yeah.
They getting like double-digit snow. And I'm like, ooh.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. But otherwise, I'm good. Sorry, guys, I'm good. Y'all see, I got my sweater on, trying to keep warm.
Yeah. Somebody all trying to be about a fireplace sweater.
Whatever, bro.
Right.
Whatever. Where are you, by the beach?
Yeah, right. By the beach. Man, it's crazy. Hey, all right. So let's go by way of what's happening in the world. Let's think.
Too much is happening.
Yeah, it's too much. It's always something. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, have mercy.
Man, yeah, I'll hold some of my comments, but yeah, the world is definitely getting crazy, and I don't know what's happening, but time for change if they can be changed.
All I know is y'all better pray. That's all I know.
This is it.
Real talk.
All right, Mr. Ford. Today, let me make a disclaimer. First things first.
So you know it's about to be hot.
Today's topic. I just want to put out there that today's topic, it's definitely a pro pusher in the direction of marriage. My reason for doing this show actually is to support all the undergirdings of the efforts toward it. And my reason for asking the big question, why? Like, today's show topic is why. Basically what's the driving force behind your decision? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To want to, right? To desire it. Right. And so the reason I ask that is because sometimes when you sit back and you think and you look around and you see either people that are clamoring to do it, have done it, or still doing it, or have done it and no longer doing it anymore, it makes you say, so have we, I just kind of wonder, have we flushed out our reasonings of why, right? Of why we wanted to do it? Because I think if we go to the core of why with some of these things, we can get some of the answers and some of the, understandings of why things either have exceeded our thoughts and our expectations or have not met them, right? Or has us in the trick bag, right? And so, how about, do you got the thing pulled up?
Yes, I have the thing.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. And then we can move on from there.
Oh my God. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Today we're talking about why wed. What's the catalyst behind your desire to wed? Some say it's a lovely institution and the best decision they've ever made. Some say it has business advantages. Some say it's so I can serve in my church without scrutiny. Oh, that's an interesting one. Some say they genuinely want to be in covenant. Some say it's because I, low-key, need help on these bills. Oh my. Not low-key though, right? some
Oh
say
God.
some say they want to have the model of marriage they didn't grow up with. Some say I chose it to avoid losing them. Oh,
Mm,
interesting.
mm,
While others say I don't want to grow old alone. Okay, I can understand
yeah,
that right there. And
yeah,
of course, we can't forget it's a status thing. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Question:
yeah.
do we ever complicate something meant to be simple? Do we truly understand the reason behind pairing with someone for life? Do we realize that there can never be a we if we can't lose the I? So the question
Mm,
begs: what's your why and reason for desiring marriage today?
wow, man. I mean, just alone, just when you were reading them, it made me think as we were talking through.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if we let's quickly go through them real quick, and so we can kind of touch on them.
Okay.
So, tap into what's the first one?
Some say it's a lovely institution and the best decision they ever made.
Yes, definitely. I have definitely met people where they're constantly encouraging you to say, man, like I may ask them somebody I either went to school with from
Mm-hmm.
years ago, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
I came up in church with. And
Okay.
if I talk about marriage in any form or fashion, sometimes you're surprised because people are kind of geared to think today you're not going to get that answer. Like if you
Mm.
ask people in this day and time, the answer of that number one is going to be slim, right? But
Okay.
there are some people that will say, man, he said, man, like this one guy not too long ago told me, he said, man, listen, Charles, he said, don't let anybody tell you that marriage isn't beautiful. He
Mm.
said, it's not perfect.
Right. It's
He
not.
said, but it's the best decision I've made. He said, I can
Okay.
speak for me.
Yeah.
And the reason it was impactful was because he and I went to high school together, right? So
Okay.
I had a history of him. And so, and I'm only saying that I'm not trying to say that any man that's decent looking has to be a player, right?
Okay.
Or has
Okay.
to go through this lane. But
Yeah.
yeah, I saw him back in the day, kind of like street slash good dude, but nice
Hmm.
looking guy, right? The
Yeah.
ladies liked him on the
Hmm.
block, all those things. He had all the little things to go along with it. But
Yeah.
then when he met his person, he
Hmm.
shifted. He just
Mm.
he took off and shifted, and
Yeah.
it just changed his whole world. So I witnessed it. I can say, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I saw him hang in there. Yeah, I've seen him have moments. There were
Yeah.
times where we would come to the barbershop in DC and he would be like, man, I've seen him have those moments where he didn't want to go home or he was mad or they were in their feelings or beefing, as they would say.
Yeah.
But I also saw him turn right on around and we would tease him. He coming in to the barbershop with flowers. He was like, where you going with that? I thought you was mad. But he was like, man, whatever. Get up. Y'all leave me alone. I love my wife. He'll say, I
I
love
know
my
that's
wife.
right.
So my
I know
point
that's
was
right.
I seen him weather it, right? And
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
through it. And so, yeah, so I do believe there are people that now I will say I wish they spoke up more.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
think in this time it's
Hmm.
needed to not be silent.
Yeah.
Just as much as the toxic world is loud, the
Right.
success needs to be loud, right?
Yes.
We just the
Yes.
success part of it is just my business and we go on about our way. Okay, fine.
Right.
But
Right.
sometimes someone's life holds in the balance of your testimony.
That's true.
And if you
True
can
enough.
encourage the right person, you just never know what may happen with their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
I know
yeah,
exactly what you
so
mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. You gonna
No,
say
I
something?
was going to say. Yeah, I
Oh.
was going to say something. I was going to say real quick. I say it kind of reminds me of the conversation that I had with Maria, right? When we first
Mm,
started dating in regards to the idea of marriage. And so we're sitting at the table, we're talking, waiting for the food to come. And so we started talking about marriage. You said, well, would you want to get married again? And I was like, yeah, I would like to get married again. Sure. It was because for me, my experience with marriage wasn't all bad. Now, yeah,
okay.
we got divorced because the relationship didn't work out.
Yeah.
But when it did work, it worked. Yeah, I can't with you. I can't with you, bro.
Go ahead, man. I'm
I
just
can't with you,
joking.
man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, no, but here's okay. So
Yeah.
so I think I told the story before, and I was like, yeah, because when the marriage worked, it worked.
Yeah.
It wasn't perfect like you said, but it was beautiful. in the fact that we were there for one another. We supported each other. We cared for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so her response to me was, well,
her being Maria. Her being Maria.
Maria.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I'm about to get in a lot of trouble. So she was like, well, I ain't really trying. I ain't trying to get back again for real though.
Oh wow.
You know what's funny though? So whenever I do an impression of Maria, it's always as a black woman. It's never as a Hispanic woman. So I don't want y'all to. She's Hispanic all day, okay? But whenever I do the impression, she gonna come out sounding black. I don't know. Look, I'm good.
I don't need to do that. I don't need
that. And she was like, she was not trying to get married again. I think part of the reason why she did not want to get married again had to do with the fact that when she was married, in her first marriage, it didn't go so well. So her experience flavored and filtered the way that she saw marriage, which means in terms of it being a negative experience, I don't want to have that negative experience again. Because it didn't work out the first time. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, all right. And so at that point, I realized, well, what I need to do is to help her to understand that your experience of marriage was not marriage.
Got it. Wow.
It wasn't, because if it was as one-sided and as negative as you portray it to be, you didn't really experience marriage in terms of what it actually is.
Could be, yeah.
And that's that's not to say that you're not going to have rough times or hard times or difficult times. No. What I'm saying is that when it works, it works.
Yeah.
There's a cohesiveness, there's a synergy that happens between both of us that helps each other, even in the difficult times, even in the times when we become frustrated with one another. There's enough between the two of us, whereas we realize that we both have a vested interest in this succeeding. So let's work this out. Let's work out our issues. And so that's why I believe that marriage is a beautiful decision. It's something that you should want to have. You know what I'm saying? And not to go any further with that, but so I had to literally almost convince her in terms of how I dealt with her to understand that what you had wasn't really what it is.
Yeah. And sometimes people in those kind of situations that you're describing, sometimes people don't want to lose hold of their safety.
True.
Because see, not getting married again is safe in some people's eyes, although they can love it secret, low key, as we say, low key love it, but it's safer to toe the line of marriage and companionship rather than to get into the business of it again and fall risk to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and here's the thing, though. So, and I'm sure we'll probably jump into this later on down the line, and that is the fact that it's now you can't walk into this marriage thinking that it's going to be easy street. You can't walk into this marriage thinking that it's going to be all about unicorns and rainbows and all that. No. Marriage is work. Yeah. You got to work at this, and you got to work at it like you go into your job to work your job. You got to work at this marriage in order to make it work. Now, after a while, after you learn how to do what you need to do on your job, the job doesn't become difficult. It actually becomes easier because the more you're working at it, the more you become used to what you need to do. Well, it's the same with marriage. You got to work at those things, and those things that are difficult, those things you don't understand, you got to work at those things so that the work becomes easier. And the work doesn't go away, but it does become easier. The more you do.
That's good. All right. What's number 2? We're gonna breeze on through.
Okay, we're gonna breeze on through. Okay, some say it has business advantages.
Okay, so all right. There is definitely a community that feel as though let's look at marriage as some people do say it has a business upside.
Okay.
Depending on, put it like this, depending on how you marry.
Right.
If you marry, let's just as we say today, you high level man, right? Marry either a high level woman or a high level complement of a woman, right? She can add to what you're doing. Right. And then you can say to yourself, when you're looking at it from the business side, hey, we can do this, right? This can blossom, and this is where this whole love goals come from, right? It's like we can be love goals and go ahead and do the whatever thing with the trending couple that's making it today. That always shifts in this day. But yeah, but I mean, so that's kind of how we take that. So, and think about it. 2 incomes is always better than 1, right?
True.
Someone in the household having good enough credit to sign for something works.
Okay. There you have
not all times do you marry both of y'all at 800.
Right.
Usually somebody 800, somebody at 4.
Right.
And then they try to. I'm just making an example. Sometimes, listen, you'll be surprised. Sometimes people be spent, but the other person, don't worry, we'll get through it. So it happens. So there is definitely the business side of it, and then all of the other things that come with, I guess when you're thinking the business side of it, you're thinking all of the perks that come with the business of the status. Right. There are some perks that come with that. So, okay. So that's that. But I guess the question is, business alone, just business side of it alone doesn't satisfy the soul. Just business alone doesn't satisfy. Yeah, it'll put you in the house you want to live in. It'll have you driving the car. It'll have people even on the outside saying, I want their life. But on the inside of it, you don't feel fulfilled because you're thinking, I mean, I think I did marry up and make a good decision, but I do remember that person that worked at the post office. I just loved him or her. They didn't have all of the quote unquote, as you thought, business upside from the outside, but you felt whole with them. Right. Okay. So you went and found the person who is your quote unquote equal or can put you on a level up path. So you think you marrying up and you doing the thing. But then when you get in it, you feel empty because you feel like I made a decision based off of a little selfishness, not necessarily holisticness, unselfishness and saying to myself, do I love this person beyond the culpability of how they look on paper? And the answer is no, I probably shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? That whole thing.
I mean that whole paper thing is real, right? So you're doing all of the calculations and the figures in terms of how they add up and the boxes that they check in terms of what they're bringing to the table financially. They got this good job paying 6 figures. They got all these benefits to their job or whatever like that. But then at the end of the day, when it comes to the fulfillment of your soul, in terms of you actually caring about this person, I don't know, bro. That's just here's the thing though. You can fix money stuff, but you can't fix soul stuff.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Now, don't get me wrong. The paper does matter.
I mean, it does. We're not saying that it doesn't.
On paper does matter, but it is not everything, right? It is.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not everything. Yeah, for sure.
You want to go on to the next one?
Yeah, go on to the next. Moving on.
Some say it's so I can serve in my church without scrutiny. That one.
Let's go down the street. All right, real quick. All right.
You want this one on your own?
Yes, I know this one all too well, Adam. So it's like, here's the thing, and I honestly, I'm not trying to make fun of it because I come from the world, right? I understand it.
Okay.
But I do feel like there has been a culture developed in the spiritual world where when you come into it, instead of sometimes the development being solely focused on you and your soul, it becomes focused on how does the overall picture of Adam looks in this ministry. He looks like he could really be used. Wouldn't he be a great minister? Let's encourage him. Is he single? Now, if he's out here single, he's probably mingling. I'm just making an example, right? So we can't use Adam if he has sin. And the minute you institute that, it shifts the narratives and it put people under pressure because in your mind, you want to be used. You want to be in that choir. You want to be on the pulpit, whatever the case. But you don't want the stigmatism of feeling like it's a skepticism because you're moving alone. And I think in church, it is an understatement that's kind of like you move well together. Because if you move as one, it's questionable, right? And so think about how even now today we see evangelists all over the world that can be great orators, but we question them when we see their hands and there's no ring. It's kind of like, how are you this anointed and you carrying on throughout the world and you don't have no covering? You understand what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of things that come with that kind of puts that unforeseen, that background pressure to kind of make you feel like I need to get a person or it's not going to be good in church for me. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I just got a little pushback for you. I got a little pushback for you because I gotta represent some of the church.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
And that is and I think sometimes singles get the raw end of the deal when it comes to being able to serve in ministry and you're not married, right? Because we like, just like you said, we're thinking that because they're not married, that they're more likely to fall into temptation.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, they're more vulnerable to that because they aren't married. But let's really be honest that some of the married folk are just as tempted.
And look, and messing with them, messing with the single folk. Let's keep it a buck.
Just keep it a buck for real. That just because you're married doesn't mean that you don't get drawn into that whole temptation thing. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this: okay, you're single and you're serving in ministry, and that's not to say that the marriage can't be a safety buffer for you to keep you out of compromising situations. But that should not be the reason why you get married.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Ministry, hear me real good.
Go ahead.
Ministry, just because you want to minister, shouldn't be the reason why you get married.
For sure.
It should not be. I got a problem with that because now you're doing things to yourself that you don't necessarily have to do. I know of single ministers that minister and keep a life pure and holy. Now, that's not to say that they don't get tempted, but they don't fall into the temptation. Yeah. Okay? And I'm not even saying that it's impossible. It's not impossible. You have to live a very disciplined life in that regard. You have to hold yourself accountable if you're going to walk in that way. But again, my point is this: don't get married just because you want to minister. That ain't no. That's not gonna work. I'm just sorry. I'm just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's all I'm saying.
And look, excuse me, to taper that off, if said married person is tempted with said single person, you know who's protected in the church? The married person. Because if the single woman gets caught, you're a home wrecker. And if the single guy is messing with somebody's wife, get on out of here, you Pentecostal playboy, get on. You know what I'm saying? So it's no upside for the single Adam.
No, anyway, it's not.
All right, let's move on. Go ahead. What's the next one?
They're going to get you on that one. Some say they genuinely want to be in covenant. Some say they genuinely want to be in covenant.
Some people, I do believe there are some people who just sincerely want to do life from a spiritual perspective with somebody who is like-minded and have like desires and have like convictions and things. Like some people legitimately see it that way, and it's no issues, no qualms with that. You got any qualms? We can move on. Let's move on.
I don't have any qualms with that. No, you ought to want to be in contact with somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're going to be in a relationship with them, it just means that we're both on the same page. It means that we're both aligned. That means that we're both walking together.
Now that sounds easier than what it sounds like.
I mean, it does, but then it goes back to what I was saying about doing the work. Because covenant requires work. Covenant is not something that happens by osmosis or automatically. You have to make an effort in order to keep the covenant, right? Yeah. And that's what the covenant really needs. It needs to be kept in order for the covenant to be in effect.
Yeah. And it means staying inside the ring together. Meaning as you navigate through the kingdom of covenant, you're doing it together. So that's
absolutely. You better be doing it together.
Right.
All right, here we go. We're going back to the business thing with this one. Some say it's because I low-key need help on these bills.
I think this one is probably one of the stronger pushes Because, you know, let's just be honest. When sometimes people get tired of doing life and its responsibilities and its bills alone. They can be, here's the thing. It's fun to say, I'm going outside, I'm going on a guy's trip to Vegas or girl's trip to Miami. It's fun in the moment. But when you come back home and it's time to pay the mortgage, pay the car note, pay all these bills, pay everything by yourself, and versus the money you spent out, you know, all the money and things you spent while you was out there funning, it starts to get old and it becomes, I'm really tired of always writing this $3,000 check by myself. You know what I'm saying? For this mortgage or whatever. So you get frustrated. And so then it becomes a silent desire to say that you want to satisfy the desire of a partner, but at the same time, what's screaming louder is relief. Help. You know, I need some relief here. There's a lot of pressure. So if person X came into my world, yeah, it makes sense. Think about this. How many times do you see couples date and they start off initially, somebody may be paying what they're paying where they live, the other person's paying what they're paying where they live. And then then here comes the quick 3, 4, 5 month, let's live together. It doesn't make sense for us to keep paying what we paying, and we love being together. Let's just move in. And it's a consolidation effort because in your mind, technically, there's nothing wrong with us dating and you paying what you paying, I'm paying what I'm paying until we are married, right? But in the mind, it becomes, but the upside here can be, we don't have to keep spending this money. We can just do this and, you know, and I can get that truck I wanted. You know, just making the point, because think about it. We don't get the help and save. We get the help and splurge. So it doesn't help what you're really trying to do. If you really need the help me store the bricks up.
Yeah.
Don't just come and give me an excuse to do more of burying myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that help thing is loud, men and women. It's not just one side. There are men who need help and women who need help. And so I think we should lead with that though. Be honest. Don't say, don't try to coerce marriage for the benefit of the help. Be honest with your situation and say, I do respect and love marriage, but right now I'm underwater. Say that to the person. Give them an understanding. Don't try to make it like you living your best life and you're going to present yourself as a good partner when you're going to be a good problem.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's key.
I would just add to that. Nobody wants to feel used. Nobody wants to feel taken for granted or taken advantage of. Especially when you're talking about marrying somebody. And I'll just say it like this. I don't want to jump ahead too far. If you only married me for what I can do for you financially, this is not going to work. This ain't going to work. Because here's the thing though, Charles, you're getting what you want. But am I getting what I want?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so you just married me because you was having some struggle with some bills. Well, here's the thing though, Charles. Bills are temporary. Marriage is permanent.
Yeah.
So you're getting what you want.
Yeah.
But am I getting what I want? And if you have not considered that, then you should not get married.
Wow.
Real talk.
Wow. Okay.
Because you're only thinking about you, right? You're only thinking about the fact, okay, if I marry this guy, if I marry this girl, then they're going to do this, and this for me. But you haven't answered what you're going to be able to do for them. So it's all about you.
Wow.
Who wants to marry somebody like that? Who wants to marry a narcissist? Who wants to marry somebody who's selfish and stingy and only thinking about themselves? What if, Charles, when we went out on a date, you actually said, well, you know, I only really think about me. I only want what I want when I want it. And I'm selfish and I'm stingy and I'm a narcissist.
Look, just say it, right?
Just say it.
Right, just get it on out there.
We don't do that, do we? No, we come with our best selves, smelling like us, smelling like we want to, you know, smelling good, looking good, talking good. but we
Yeah.
never really say what the real truth is. That
Yeah.
I
What
only
we
want to
really
be
have
with
to.
you. I only want to be with you because of what you can do for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Does it ever enter the conversation what I can do for you, what I
Yeah.
can offer, what
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can give? I got a real problem with people who walk into relationships like that. I got
Wow.
an issue with that because that is so wrong. That is
Wow.
so antithetical of what a marriage should be, right?
Wow. Wow.
Anyway, I'm gonna let that.
Here's a quick pause, real quick, a quick
Yeah,
pivot
yeah.
before we go way left. Here's the thing.
Oh,
The biggest reason behind me choosing this particular topic
mhm.
is I look at it like this, and I wonder if everyone who's either desired marriage have already kicked it off, right? All those kind of things like that. I wonder if people say if they keep this in mind. When we
Mhm.
were kids, children, when you were coming up a child,
Mhm.
what model was presented before you?
Mm.
And I'm saying that because you got to ask yourself, before I step into this, what Polaroid snapshots am I taking with me? See,
Mm.
nobody can help how they were raised. You can't help if your
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
left, if your mom left. You
right,
can't help. You can't help the dysfunction if you
yeah,
saw abuse, if you were poor. You can't help
right,
that as a child.
yeah.
But the thing becomes, if you've been carrying this with you,
Mhm.
but you have not addressed it, you're 9 times out of 10, you are going to reproduce it with me.
True.
So the
I agree
kicker
with that.
is, I always say to people, what did you see coming up? And regardless of what that answer is, what have you done to adjust you as a result of it? Like,
Mm.
what work have you done
Mhm.
to adjust that
That's good.
trauma,
Yeah.
to address that the fact that you saw dad or mom bringing and cheating on dad, or vice versa, or
Mhm.
whatever dysfunction that you came up in?
Mhm.
I think we underestimate what we take with us.
Yeah.
And then think about it. Let's look at it like this. If you saw mom, some people saw mom as a side chick. They
Mm.
didn't see mom as a wife,
Mm.
right? Or they saw dad, quote unquote, he's by himself, being single. Mom left, and he ain't had that much money, but he kept the kids. You know what I'm saying? So people
Okay.
have different dynamics. So when they get older,
Mhm.
how do you say to yourself, you can overcome and be a good spouse to someone, unless you have went by ways of healing and
Yeah.
addressing what you came to? Because what'll happen is, when we bury those experiences,
Mhm.
when we get married, they pop up.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you haven't addressed them, like
Oh.
whatever your upbringing was, if you haven't addressed it, it's going to pop up. And so I think, if I think more marriages and people would be in better readiness states
Mhm.
if they took those steps to address those questions. Like, let me think about how I came up.
Right.
Was it healthy?
Yeah.
And how did I combat it? Did I just warm over reheated food and kept
Right.
moving? Or
Right.
did I do something to do the cleanup work? And I think the cleanup work makes the difference as to how we show up.
Yeah.
But if you haven't cleaned up, and you 30 and 40 and 50 and still talking resentment with parent 1, parent 2, you mad at them, you're arguing all the time, there's things that have not been addressed and
Right.
fixed.
Right.
And if you get married to someone, it's going to come out.
Yeah.
And so I think we have to stop overlooking those things. And and it's not that we can't overcome them and be better, but we have to say, I recognize where I come from, and this is what I did, and
Yeah.
I'm better as a result of it. And
Yeah.
that way you show up better for your next. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. No. I totally agree with what you said. I
Yeah.
totally agree. It's almost like you read the book that I wrote. But anyway,
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Great.
There's a
Yeah.
chapter in my book. But here's the thing, though, right? So and to your point, there has to come a level of awareness, right? They have
Mm.
to come. You have to be aware of these things, and that's one of the things that I really do appreciate in terms of um, even after the divorce, I was encouraged by my spiritual father to get some professional counseling, because it's
Mm.
going to help you process all of the stuff that you haven't really dealt with before. You got to deal with the damage. You got to deal with the injury. You got to deal with the thoughts. You got to deal with the emotions.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the behavior. And talking to a counselor helps you to put everything in its place. And not only that, but it helps you. It helps you to grow a level of awareness of who you are, not just who you are today, but who you were in the past,
Mm.
in terms
Mm.
of growing up in a household, in terms of a single parent household, and
Yeah.
dealing with those issues, coming from a broken home. Dad was never there, mom was around, but she was working all the
Yeah.
time, and raising your siblings and all that kind of stuff. And so that has a large part in terms of how you deal with other people. And I know for me personally, it helped me to really become aware of myself, and
Yeah.
and not only become aware of myself, but become aware of the patterns that my parents gave to me unawares. There was
Yeah.
something that they did that I ended up doing the same thing. And if I
Mm.
had been aware of it at the time, I would have
Yeah.
made different decisions. But
Yeah.
because I was not aware of it, I
Yeah.
fell literally into the same cycle and trap that they fell into. And,
Wow.
and and as a result of that, I said, well, you know what? I can't I can't erase what I've done, but I can at least help my kids understand,
Mm.
some of the stuff that may be in them, so that
Yeah.
they don't commit the same acts that I did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But again, it comes from digging in to who you are, unpacking who you are, and developing a healthy sense of your own personal awareness, so that
Yeah.
you are aware of your behavior and your actions and what has led to those things, so that
Yeah.
you no longer continue to do those things as a
Yeah.
person. So,
Yeah. That's good.
yeah. Hey.
And another thing to bring up, I think I mentioned this to you
Hmm.
backstage when we were talking, is
Yeah.
if we compare this analogy to shoes, right?
Okay. Okay.
Um, I think the reason for a lot of the turmoil we have in relationships and marriages today
Hmm. Hmm.
is because instead of success stories, we're amongst a lot of people with a lot of relational corns.
Okay.
Relational corns. And I
Yeah,
say
we
that
need you.
to meaning like this.
Hmm.
For me, when I think about the paths I've took, things I've done, decisions I've made, I'm not going to dare say that every path I crossed was a bad path, right?
Right.
Some of it I made bad, right? But so I'm
Yeah.
just going to be honest.
Hmm. Hmm.
But whatever. But the point I'm making is this: if you don't choose the right size shoe that
Hmm.
fits you,
Hmm.
your existence is going to be very uncomfortable.
Mm.
And as a result, think about all the years. Think about, everybody can say to themselves, you went to a store and said, hey, you got this in the size 10, 11, 12. No, I'm sorry, man. We got it in an 8.5. Let me just see if I can squeeze in it, because the shoe looks so good.
Right.
You
Right.
like the style of it. You like the
Yeah.
brand, the name, what it
Yeah.
stood for. You didn't really even care if it didn't fit.
Good
If you
enough.
can
Right.
squeeze yourself in it, it was
Wow.
enough. And
Yeah.
so when you live a life of making those kind of choices,
Hmm.
before long, you look at your life and you say, man, this don't feel good. This is sore. This is a little bent, because they're corns,
Right.
because
Right.
you didn't make the right decisions. And so I'm saying all of that to say, for me, one of the drivers for me to go over the broom, as they did back in the African
Oh
days,
Lord. Here we go.
Adam, is I honestly want to experience the fit. I want to live an existence that blossoms from choosing the right fit.
Yeah.
When you
Yes.
choose the right fit,
Yes.
all of the things, all of the correct, it's not to say you're going to have a perfect life,
Right.
but all of the correct comforts
Mhm.
assigned to you come.
Mhm.
When you choose shoes that just look a certain way or built a certain way or curved a certain way and you
Mhm.
squeeze in them, yeah,
Mhm.
you can get yourself in them, but they're not going to be good for you, right?
Right.
But there
Right.
is shoes that are shoes that are specifically custom for you. You ever
Yeah.
know sometimes people get them
Yeah.
custom, you get
Mhm.
like look, Shaquille O'Neal has to
You got the
get
custom
custom
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the point is there are custom shoes for people, but
Mhm.
you have to have the patience to make sure you're in the right shoe, right?
No doubt.
And when
Yeah.
you know that you're in the right shoe, you say to yourself, you know what? Because sometimes, listen, I'll be honest, sometimes the shoe could be there in your face and you ignore it,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It's not to
Mhm.
say the fit ain't present. You
Right.
just you not paying attention to it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, but when you say to yourself, you know what, I just you know, I'm spinning the wheel for nothing, right?
Wow.
Spinning the
Wow.
block and the wheel for nothing,
Right.
and your fit is your fit. And
Yeah.
so, like I said, I just think people have to put more conscious thought into why we do what we do, because all of those things that we read down in the beginning of the show, to me, 80% of it, except for some of the ones where that was legit, like I enjoy my marriage or the
Mhm.
desire for covenant,
Mhm.
most of those are selfish decisions.
Mm.
And they're decisions that you make that benefit you. And
Mhm.
the goal, to me, what I was taught, the goal of marriage is it should benefit us. That's why I said the we and the I. If we don't lose the I, we can't get to the we, right? And
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
here's another thing, and I'm gonna turn it over.
Mm.
Here's where it gets tricky when it comes to our bodies.
Okay.
The goal, as I was taught coming up, Adam, of
Mhm.
marriage is for our bodies and our spirits to interlock,
Mhm.
right? I'm going here with this because a lot of the decisions we've made throughout our life, we have developed a bunch of knots everywhere
Okay.
that weren't supposed to be there.
Mhm.
And what happens is when we make a practice of developing ties and knots in other areas,
Mhm.
regions, and places,
Mhm.
when you get to where you're supposed to get, it's not as blissful as you think
Right.
it should be. And a lot of the times it's because when you stretch that spiritual elasticity
Mhm.
that's put there to hold and lock,
Mhm.
it becomes loose. And you think you're connecting with your person, but you're now connecting to a struggle
Mhm.
because of your decisions beforehand, right?
Right.
So that's why we overlook it, but it's so important that we keep us. If you don't keep you when it's time to get to where you got to get, it
Mhm.
won't hold.
Yeah.
And we're not
It
even,
won't.
and I'm not even just talking in the physical sense of the anatomy. I'm talking about the spiritual lock won't work
Yeah.
because the
I got
key
you.
is all torn, the threads is worn. It's supposed to fit and lock.
Right.
But when you have locked and locked and locked every pop, locked everywhere else you went, when you get to where you go, it's not going to be what you think. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about kind of carrying over a grace with you.
Yeah.
When you get to your person, carrying this grace along to accompany your decision to say, this is, I'm gonna make a smart decision for once, not a me decision, right?
Right.
Make a
Right.
smart decision and do
Yeah.
this, and it works out in a way that's going to be good, and as opposed to all of this stuff that we get ourselves into, all of this madness, and like I keep saying ties. I know Bruce always say the ties, but these soul ties are
Sometimes. Real talk.
everywhere,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's hard to think that you can connect with your wife or husband if you already coming with a bunch of. Think about when you get shoes, you look at the strings, you get frustrated because nowadays these kids, they put their shoes in all these knots. They got all these knots in the string. Where back in the day, we just had the string to go to the shoes and that's it.
Right. That was it.
Nowadays,
That was
the
it.
shoes were meant to just. Nowadays, these shoes are just sliding on your feet. They're not tight. They just
Right.
on there. You just cool, but it ain't fitting. So
Right.
to me, the whole
Tight fit.
purpose of connecting is fitting.
Yeah.
If we don't fit, why
Fit
do?
together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So here, it's interesting because the whole idea and the whole analogy of the shoe is a great analogy because, like you said, if you buy shoes that don't fit, then inevitably, Charles, they're going to make your feet bad. And it's the reason why your feet hurt, because the shoes don't fit. The shoes are too tight. The shoes are not the shoe is too narrow. Your foot is wide. You need a wider fit in order to be able to accommodate your foot.
Yeah.
You do. Here we go. Watch this. You're buying the shoe because the shoe looks good.
Yeah.
But the shoe ain't good for you.
That's it.
It ain't good for you. It might look good on this one and it might look good on that one. And it might even look good on you. But it's not good. You know why it's not good? Because it's uncomfortable. It's painful. You don't fit.
Wow.
Y'all don't fit together. You yelling at him and she cussing at you and y'all throwing plates. Are you serious right now? You know why it's happening? Because you don't fit. And you're trying to force it. You're trying to make it happen. It ain't going to happen because you don't fit. That's the reason why you got corns now.
Wow.
You got extra toes on your foot. The shoe don't fit. And then, you know what's interesting? I don't even know if they do this anymore when you go to shoe stores. I'll just
the little shoe horn when they come with the little thing and measure. Yeah,
but you had a person in the store. Watch this. You had a person in the store who was trained to be able to determine the right shoe for you. Yeah. They would take your foot, and then you remember when they put the little
slide that little metal thing,
they slide right down on you put your foot down on it, and they would measure your foot. But then it wasn't just how long your foot was, but it was also how wide your foot was, and if your foot had a certain curve to it. They could pick the specific type of shoe that would fit your foot perfectly, and it would be the perfect fit for your foot.
Wow.
We are forcing issues. We are forcing ourselves to fit into situations that were never made for us.
Wow.
And we're frustrated.
Wow.
We're exasperated with these things because these things, they don't fit. But when I find somebody, when I find that person who actually fits for me, then it's a little easier. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. And I just thought about this. You know what's interesting? That even when you do buy the shoe that fits your foot the way it's supposed to fit your foot, you know there's a moment or a period of time where you have to break that shoe in.
Yeah,
you got to break that shoe in order for it to fit the way it's supposed to fit. And often, a lot of times, we want to step over that particular process because we don't feel comfortable. It's making us upset because we're not doing it all the way that we believe that it should be done. But you don't give yourself enough time to make the transition to become accommodating to this new shoe.
To break it in.
You think it all should just magically come together without you putting in any work.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
You got to break it in. You got to break that shoe in, especially if it's a real leather shoe, which is a good shoe.
Quality shoe,
Quality shoe.
Quality shoes take some breaking in.
Quality people take time.
Right.
Y'all don't want to have a real conversation about quality people because quality people take time to get in. You got to, if I'm going to be with Maria and she's a quality person, that means I have to make some adjustments in order for us to break in so that we can fit together in the way that we're supposed to fit together. So we're not frustrating each other, but we're fitting together with one another.
Yeah.
But y'all want to rush it. Y'all don't have the patience to take it one day at a time. You just want to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Well, we live in a time where social media doesn't promote the fit. It promotes the convenience.
Yeah.
And the come up of it. All social media shows you is you can get it now, and this is all you should come. This is all the things to come from it.
That shoe look good on you. That red bottom look good.
Yeah, and so like it's the same reason why we scroll up TikTok, any of these sites, and I always laugh when you see these particular podcasts where men and women are going at it, and almost every show, most of the women have the same script. Well, he should do this. He should do this. It's like we're being taught as opposed to allowing the fit to dictate.
Right.
We're being taught from the outside that all of these, the man is saying you need to do this, and she's saying I need you to do this, and it's just like none of this is about a fit. This is about your expectations, which can, in most cases, be dysfunctional, right?
Well, but here's the thing, though, Charles. Not every shoe fits the same.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's think about that. This is in very practical terms.
Yeah.
My dress shoes do not fit my foot the way that my tennis shoes do.
Yeah.
Because they're two different shoes, which means they're going to have different fits.
Yeah.
Every person that you come across doesn't fit you the same.
Right.
So stop trying to make me like the person that you were with before.
Ooh.
Let me be me.
Yeah.
And so let me be me so that we can find out whether or not we fit the way that we should
That's
fit.
supposed to be fitting. That's it.
Uniquely fit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, are we all of us trying to force this thing? Stop trying to force it.
Yeah.
The shoe don't fit. The dude don't fit. The girl don't fit. Find the one that actually fits you.
Wow.
Yes. Come on.
Wow.
If you've seen a person walking around in some shoes that don't fit, they can barely walk.
and they always stopping and holding up the wall, holding on the wall because they
holding up on the wall, trying to get to the. Come on, y'all.
Anyway. I think pain and consistent discomfort is signs of not fitting.
Yeah,
because that's what the shoe that don't fit brings you. It don't feel good.
Now,
just for a few minutes when you put it on, I'm styling. But if you get to walking, you're gonna say, how far back to my house? I need to go back home because it don't fit you. You know you're gonna have a night of pain, right? Or a life of pain. Yeah.
But see, even with the transition of breaking the shoe, and there's a period of time where the shoe should fit. But when you go past that time, well, my thinking is by now, we should be beyond this. By now, we should have grown to another level. By now, we should be working more synergistically together and cooperatively together.
Yeah.
But we still butting heads. We still fighting. We still fussing and cussing at each other. Maybe, Charles, maybe we don't fit. Wow. But anyway, we digress.
Man.
Just saying.
Hey, I'm gonna run through these quick things real quick, and I already touched on a couple of them, but I'm just gonna go real fast on them.
Okay.
Number one, what did you see? And these are thoughts that maybe we should consider thinking when we are considering, right? Or thinking to consider or desire. What did you see? What did you see growing up? If what you saw, number two, was less than favorable, what work have you done to change the narrative? Number three, does the hunger for commitment drive your desire for marriage? Number four, are you yourself happy with your life as it is right now? You know what I'm saying? And number five, does your current struggle outweigh your desire for marriage? Wow. You know, like how are you living currently? Let's see. Number six, is your desire to wait for the right greater than your desire to late on tonight? Okay.
Anyway, you know what, dude? Come on, bro.
Okay, number seven. Do you feel that the person you are today at this moment is seen as an asset or a liability in covenant? Being honest. Okay. Let's see. Number eight. Are you a person in love with love, or are you a person that desires to love who your specific partner is? All right. Number nine, a couple more. If you're being honest with yourself, have you loved well past the recognition of your partner's touch? You should never lose the sensitivity of your partner's touch. All right. We touched on that about the interlocking. And number 10, will your resources, whether monetary or your life resource, position you to be a good partner for someone? Like basically, you got to know we don't like to say what you bring to the table, but you need to know what you bring to the table. Yeah. And will it benefit someone? Yeah, for sure. And then the last two, when age becomes the fear of growing old alone, it's a sign of wasted youth. I say that again. When age becomes the fear of growing old alone, it's a sign of wasted youth. All right. And lastly, if you're marrying them just to hold them, you need to let them go it's a sign you're not ready to love them.
Mm.
All right, on tonight. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, man. So these are things that, I just think we need to be better prepared. It's too many right nows in the atmosphere. And there's nothing wrong with right now, but you need to be equipped for right now.
Okay.
Like you're just doing it and willy-nilly because it feels good. And it's like you said, you were talking about for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's
yeah. I was about to get to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, we should hit that real quick, right?
Go ahead.
So some of us only get married we only get married for one particular reason. And I know we about to go into a fight on this one, but it's okay. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
We only get married, y'all. I ain't saying no particular people, but we only get married for the wedding. And y'all know it's true. Y'all only get married. Y'all know it's true. You're only doing it because you want your day. Wow. You want your moment. You want however long your 15 minutes of fame and glory and honor. You want all the attention, and so that's the reason why So it's not about the marriage. Wow. And let's be honest, y'all. It's not even about the person that you're marrying.
Wow.
It's all about this show. This it's all about this grandeur, this splendor, if you will, of you walking down the aisle. And it ain't just women, but it's men too.
Yeah,
you want your moment in the sun. You want everybody to see you, and God forbid they should bow down and worship you, because that's basically what you want.
Wow. I think what it is I think we are taught to become moment worthy. And when we are raised, like young girls are raised to, the older mothers be say, well, you want to do this and do that because you want to have this kind of man to find you. You understand what I'm saying? Or vice versa. The woman, the mother's telling you about your wife and all those kind of things. And so I think we grow up saying to ourselves, all right, where is my moment? So while we're saying we want to get married, we're also saying, I know me, I'm moment worthy. So when is my moment arriving? Right. And even folks who have been married before still desire the moment. That's a whole show in itself. People want to know that my existence is more than you dating me, more than you sleeping with me, more than you leading me on or whatever. My existence means something. So I need for you to recognize what it means as a moment. You know what I mean? And so, but like you said, but it's more than a moment. It is a life, right? Yeah. And so the moment, don't get me wrong, the moment is definitely has its place.
Right.
But it's just like a sprinter. You can't, as fast as Usain Bolt, he's still got the fastest record, right? At the track and field. But nobody will choose Usain to be on the mile relay team because he has not trained for the distance. Right. He trained for the shortfall. Right? So the thing about the moment, you need to make sure the moment partner that you choose is the person that's adapt for your race with you. Everybody's race is different. Some of us are meant to be sprinters, some long distance, some whatever, middle distance. But you got to know what your race is with your person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Again, it's and Marlena brings up a really good point. She says, not to mention those who go bankrupt to put on a show for marriage, they don't even value.
I'm trying to tell you.
Real problem. I got a problem with people who get married for the show of it. You spend these thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars, $100,000 on a day, one moment in time, but you have not spent nearly the amount that you need to on the actual marriage.
Wow.
Which is a problem because you're valuing the wrong thing, right? Yeah. You put more value on the wedding ceremony and you walking down the aisle and the dress and the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and the reception and the food. You put more value on these than you do the actual relationship itself.
Yeah.
You put all your work and your energy into this moment in time, this one day. one day compared to the rest of your life that you're going to be spending with this person. But you haven't done anything to shore up and fortify the actual relationship. That's why most marriages, if we're honest, end in divorce. Because we haven't done the due diligence and the work that is necessary to not only sustain and maintain the relationship, but to build and grow the relationship to the point where it's supposed to be. We're focused on the wrong thing. We got the wrong priorities. It's all about the Instagram moment, I guess. It's all about that one little photograph in terms of, oh, she looks so good. Oh, he looks so handsome.
Yeah.
But really, behind the scenes,
the
conversations that you and your spouse need to have, it's not happening. And I got a real issue with this. Just like I said at the beginning, I said it before we started the show. If you are not marrying somebody, and I know this is going to come off very naive, but I don't even care. I don't even care. Hey, look, haters gonna hate. If you are not marrying for love, and understand, I know there are a lot of other things that go along with the marriage in terms of making it a success. But at its very foundation, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not marrying for love, why are you getting married, really? If you don't love the person that you are supposed to be marrying, why are you marrying them? I don't understand it. I would have never married Maria if I didn't love her.
Oh, wow.
Listen, I'm just talking about me. I can't speak for nobody else. If I didn't love her the way that I do, I would have never married her.
Well, Adam, listen, it depends on what phase you at. Remember I told you before the show. Word on the street is the word on the street is you marry first for love. You marry second for security. You marry third for companionship. So and I'm not saying, I don't know if this to be true to the wall. I'm just telling you that's what the old folks say. But the thing is, sometimes you got to recognize what phase am I catching this person at.
Okay.
Because one person could be thinking love, and the other person is like, I just want somebody gonna be there, a companion. Or somebody is saying, well, look, I married him or her for love. What does your bank account look like? I am not have to have time for this, right? Everybody is different, so it depends on where you catch them, right? And how honest they're going to be with you about it. You know what I mean?
And I'm not even saying, listen, understand. I try to be as real as possible. I'm not saying that marriage does not come without benefits, because it absolutely does. Marriage comes with benefits. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
But Charles, if I'm only marrying for the benefits, and I have discarded the core or the motivation as to why I am doing what I'm doing, then I'm not only doing the person that I'm marrying a disservice, but I'm doing a disservice to myself, because I'm not being genuine. I'm not being honest. And again, I want us to understand, marriage does come with benefits, just like a job comes with benefits, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get hired on a job, and they want you to do this particular or fill this particular position. You are supposed to get a certain salary, right? You're supposed to get a certain salary, but along with that salary, along with that employment, comes the benefits, right?
Yeah.
You got your health benefits, you got your dental benefits, you got your eye benefits, eye insurance, you got 401k, you got a pension, and you might even get some other extra stuff on top of that. Say, for example,
EAP for health.
Oh, you definitely need EAP.
Call the EAP. Don't tell my job, but for sure.
No. But if your job has connections with other places, if your job has a benefit with Nike, or if it has a benefit with
discounts or different types
discounts,
of benefits.
You can go to the store and you can use those benefits because you are an employee of this particular company.
Yeah.
But the whole point of being with the company is because you get a salary.
Yeah. Wow.
The salary is for the purpose of supporting you financially.
Yeah.
Everything else outside of that
Perks.
It's a perk and a benefit.
Yeah.
We're only getting married for the benefits and not the salary.
Wow.
That's so backwards. I don't even know what to do. It's so backwards because at the end of the day, Charles, if I don't love the woman that I say that I want to be with, why would I marry? If you're not marrying that man for the fact that you love them, why are you with them? What is the actual point of this?
Well, this is the whole argument, Adam, because people will argue back and say, what love doesn't pay the bills, right? Love, they're going to say love doesn't do a host of things. And they're going to say, this is why I'm choosing a smart decision versus a heart decision.
I got you.
They're going to tell you I'm only being devil's advocate, but I'm not saying that, but people will kick back and say, yeah, I have done that for that reason, and it has not served to me. So then what?
So here's the thing, though, right? And I think what we're doing is we're conflating love with just a feeling. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
My love is not predicated upon my emotional disposition. My love is based on me making a commitment to the person who I want to be with exclusively for the rest of my life. Love is not just my emotions. Love is just not butterflies in my stomach. Love is just not, me saying I love you, but love is a commitment. What would happen? I thought about this the other day. I said, what would happen if somebody said, I love you, but instead of saying I love you back, you said to them, I am committed to you. Because that's what love is, right?
Yeah.
Love is a commitment. It's a decision that I make. It's not just what I'm feeling. I'm not saying love is devoid of emotion. What I'm saying is that along with my emotion, I am committed to the person that I want to be with. And if I'm not marrying the person for the commitment that I have to them, y'all not going to talk to me today, but I'm going to help y'all anyway. If I'm not marrying the person that I am committed to, if I'm not marrying the person that I actually love, then what am I doing? I don't know, man. I'm kind of, my mind is like, what? What are we really doing? What are we? And then here's the thing, the reality is that a lot of us get married, but we don't get married for love. We get married for all the other reasons that we listed.
Yeah.
We get married for those things.
Yeah.
But we don't get married for love. And again, I might be naive in terms of saying this. Fine. Yeah. I don't even care. Haters gonna hate. But the reality is I'm not marrying anybody for anything less than love.
Yeah. Love is the engine. So it's like buying a car that you see in that lot and it's bad, and you tell them, hey, I'm gonna purchase it. You sure? Yeah, but just have it towed to my garage. I know it don't have a motor, but it looks so good. Bring it. So the whole point of marriage is having the love to drive the engine of it.
Right.
Because the love the love that you have brings out all of those things that sometimes, look, you don't even feel like doing.
Right.
But you love them and you crank it out.
Yeah.
So without that void, without the love, you're not going anywhere. It's like on a hamster wheel, right? It's just you need the love to drive you to do those inconvenient or uncomfortable things at times.
Yeah.
But you love them and you're doing it on their behalf. You know what I mean? So,
And again, I'm just gonna say it anyway. I want us to grow up. Let's grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
And let's not just base our love on how we feel. And again, understand that your emotions do play a part, but they can't be the only thing that you base your decision on. It has to be a commitment. Love is a commitment. Listen, parents, and I know I got some parents listening. When that baby was born, and I know I got some mamas listening, there was nothing that you would not do for that child. You know why? Because you loved them. And because you loved them, you were committed to them. It wasn't just about a feeling. Because if it was based on feeling, maybe we're not gonna have this baby.
Now here's a little another pushback slightly.
Let's go.
We as men are logic first.
Okay.
Women are naturally feeling first. So
Okay.
I think that's the only thing, because like you're saying, coming from us saying this, you're right. We, in our mind, we are not just, we're gonna try to make a concise decision.
Right.
Whereas a lot of the times women can be as smart as all outdoors, but sometimes it's that feeling that drives them to the left.
Okay.
They're led down a road that they would have otherwise not went down, but because that particular person tapped into a feeling psychologically, then they bought into it. So I'm only saying that to say I think that naturally women sometimes will lead with their feelings first, their emotions, whereas us men, we gonna lead with this don't make no sense. This ain't adding up. Women will say it ain't adding up too, but guess what? If he say the right thing, sometimes it'll overlook it.
Okay.
It'll go over it, and it just be like, well, okay, all right, and then there you go. You know what I mean? So
right. Yeah. No, and again, I want to reiterate. I want to reiterate to everybody who's listening. I'm not saying that love should solve all of it. No, I'm not. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to really pay attention to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That if I love you, and again, I think when we say the word love, we come up with all these feelings, and no. Love is a commitment. Love, if just like you said, Charles, right? If I'm coming at this from a logical perspective as a man, then I have to assess my ability to be committed to this person. I have to reckon that I have the capacity to show up for this person that helps them to understand and realize that I am committed to them. This is the demonstration and the manifestation of my love for them. So my love isn't just predicated upon or situated in a bunch of emotions. I need us to move away from that idea.
Okay.
Because I think what we're doing is we're shortchanging ourselves, because if I don't feel it, then I'm not going to do it. But that's not what love is. Love is, even if I don't, y'all don't want me to, I feel myself right here. I need to calm it down. Love says, if I don't feel it, I do it anyway. Why? Because I'm committed to you, regardless of what I feel.
Right.
Do you think me and my wife always get along all the time, 24/7 without issue? Come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. There is things that we don't understand about each other. There are moments when we become frustrated with each other. But you know what? Because we have that commitment to each other, you're not going to talk to me, because we are in covenant with one another. That means my love overrides everything else, because I'm committed to you. I'm going to be here for you, regardless of whether this ain't got nothing to do with feelings. This ain't got nothing to do with feelings. This is all about my commitment, my decision to be here with you, regardless of what's happening. Wow. Okay? Whether we're up or down, left or right, I'm going to be here. I ain't going to. See, this is real love. I'm going nowhere. It's ride or die. What's up?
But listen, Adam, could it be said, because just in the midst of you talking, we saw a comment, we saw very similar comments, one from Bruce and one from Maritza, where they were basically saying, the love is fine, but I need more. Okay. So could it be said sometimes in situations like that, where and I'm just using you guys as an example, but could it be that sometimes we're basing it off, or we're basing our reason off of a wrong example or bad example definitely. Of what we call love? Yes. Because I know for men sometimes it takes a lot for us to give it, right? To really let go and be available to it. Yeah. And so sometimes when we do it, and we could have done it for the wrong person, and we make the right person pay for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think a lot of times when we are saying, just think about it. When we are saying, I need more than love, aside from something monetary, aside from somebody signing something in blood, I don't know what else we can get, right? Aside from, now I'm going to tell you where it's a little close to me. Okay. The love is definitely without fail, but the loyalty is right.
Yeah.
The loyalty, because sometimes, look, because let's just be honest, love can be fleeting.
Yeah. Okay.
I can love you today and be like, I'll call you, Adam, and talk about the person tomorrow. You know, I'm ready to leave, but you don't leave because you're loyal.
Okay.
So, but the love part can fade in and out like a haircut. You grow your hair, grow back. It ain't so much love. Your hair get faded. Oh, I'm back. So it just depends. The love can flee, but the loyalty controls it. It settles it. The loyalty there. So without that loyalty piece, you in some trouble, because the love alone probably won't stand alone, right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so again, and I know it's going to take a minute for us to really understand what real love is. It's going to take, because we are so used to equating love to our feelings.
Yes, yeah.
And yes, here's the thing though, Charles. Feelings are fleeting. Feelings change from day to day.
That's it.
Feelings change from moment to moment. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But if I really love you and I'm really committed to you, that doesn't change. Yeah. And see, we don't. Oh, y'all got the wrong one today. You got the wrong one today. I tell you, my love is not subject to change. My love is not like the weather.
Yeah.
My love is consistent. Here we go, Charles. My love is loyal.
Yeah.
My love is faithful.
Yeah.
My love is dependable. Again, I'm not talking about feelings. Y'all want to feel something. Get later for your feelings. Let's talk about real love. Let's talk about real commitment. Because this is what it's going to take to actually be married to somebody. That you love them. And with that love, watch this, all these other things come along with it. Faithfulness, loyalty, consistency. With my love comes my resources, my finances. With my love comes everything else. And so again, we have to move away from the idea that love is just a feeling. It's not just a feeling. It is what I am doing. It is my commitment to you to be with you.
All right, Adam. Now, Maritza,
I know they're coming at me. I know. I see.
Maria's coming. Maritza is coming. All right. Do you want to answer the question? You want to put it back at the key?
So the question for you: have you had previous relationships that you have been in love, but yet you walked away, and now you're married? So why did you walk away? Because the relationship takes two of us. I can't make a relationship work by myself. I can't make a relationship by myself, no matter how much commitment I have. Because if I'm committed to you, the question is, are you committed to me?
Wow.
We can't make this work. I can't make this work by myself.
Yeah.
We can make it work together.
Yeah.
But if it's just me, what am I doing? And that's the question that you have to ask. Yeah, I love the person, want to be with the person, but does that person want to be with me? And how do I know? The question is, well, how do I know they want to be with me? Because they act like they want to be with me.
Wow.
I'm just saying that it's just as simple as that, right?
Wow.
So the reality, love again. You're conflating love with emotions. I'm not talking about just emotions. I'm talking about commitment. If I'm committed to you, but you're not committed to me, this relationship doesn't work. It's just that simple. If I'm loving you and committed to you, but you're not committed to me in the way that I'm committed to you, then this relationship doesn't work. It's one-sided. I'm doing all the work to make it work, but you're just standing and looking at me doing all the work, but you're not participating in the work.
Wow.
It doesn't, and I'm talking about from my own personal experience.
Yeah.
I'm doing all the work. I'm doing what I can to make this thing happen the way I believe that it should happen. But if you don't participate in this, see, it takes two of us. If I'm going to be in a relationship with you, then I'm going to be in a relationship with you.
Yeah, we need to start, like I said, instead of using the word like you said earlier, when you say somebody say I'm loving you, you got to be able to back it up and say I action you. Because it's an action. And so, like you said, you got to have that motor. It's not enough to just have the motor of love, but it needs to be able to run. right? Has it been fully oiled and, lube and all those other things about it that keep that engine intact?
You need somebody who's going to demonstrate that thing to you. You need somebody to show that thing to you. Just like I had to do with Maria. I had to show her. I'm not going nowhere. I'm committed to this relationship. And as I am committed to this relationship, I'm showing you how much I love you. I'm not talking about how I'm feeling. I'm talking about my actual behavior towards you and my actions to you.
Bruce gonna start a fight. Bruce said, "You will show me you are committed to me by doing what I say, not being what I say, but doing. Being what I say, but doing." Wow.
Bruce ready to go with him. Let's go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So love can't be just, I really want us to grow up on this point. I really feel this today.
Yeah.
That it can't be just what we feel. Because I think we base a lot of our decisions on how we feel. But the feeling doesn't last. Y'all not gonna talk to me. Yeah, can I be real? Yeah, y'all don't want me to be really real. Y'all want me to be really real. that I love, that I feel love for my wife every day. Really? But regardless of what I feel, Charles, my commitment remains the same. Watch this. Until that feeling comes back. It ebbs and it flows.
Whoa. Wow.
Let's be married folks.
Like seasons.
Yeah. It does. At some points it's high, some points it's low.
Yeah.
But because my feelings don't determine my commitment remains the same. This is what real love is. Real love. Yeah.
But Adam, here's another thing. There's another thing to look at Bruce.
I know, right?
You love me, keep my look, Bruce, listen,
he might be Bible all day.
Listen, one thing I can't get mad with Adam, with Bruce, because Bruce preaches the same sermon. He don't change the sermon. He feel how he feel.
Right.
Here we Marissa said, choosing patience when it would be easier to react in anger. Listening to understand, not just to respond. Respecting boundaries, even when it's uncomfortable. Telling the truth with kindness instead of avoiding hard conversations.
That's it.
Showing up consistently, not only when it's convenient. Protecting someone's peace, even if it costs you your comfort. Apologizing and changing behavior, not just saying sorry. Supporting growth when it means they may outgrow you.
This is love.
Yeah.
That's love. That's love, Maritza. That's love right there. Yeah. That's good. I like that. Yeah. It's
that's not love. That's AI love. But anyway, no, we just playing Maritza. Just playing.
She about to come get you, bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
She said, "Stop playing with me."
Nah, just kidding. But no, this was good, man. This is a good show. Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely something to just make everybody think, like, because everybody wants. If we'll be lying, Adam, if we didn't say everybody don't want to experience someone being crazy about them and loving them and wanting to go to bat and be loyal for them. Nothing at all wrong with that. But we have to be honest with ourselves and just kind of unpack our desire to make sure we are properly where we need to be and that we are equipping ourselves with the right stuff in the suitcases that we carry. Because too many times we carry around bags with all the wrong stuff in it, right? And so that's because we didn't do the work. We didn't change the narratives of what we saw what we experienced in bad marriages or how we grew up. We never did anything about it. So we just moved on, got better hairstyles, haircuts, got either lost weight, gained weight, changed the narrative to look good, but we weren't good. And then we show up to these different relationships and then people are like, yeah, that's right, we getting married. And why? You haven't seen a good model of it, right? Why do you want to get married? Where did you get the desire from? Right. What did you watch that encouraged you? And if you saw the wrong thing, what did you do to change it? And a lot of times we can't get past there because in most cases, a lot of people, we haven't done the work. We just want the fruit. but we haven't done the work. That's all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we worked hard today.
We went over today. All right.
Yeah,
this is probably worth. This one of them shows probably was overworthy, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely thanks for tuning in yet another week to Unique Perspectives Love Talk Radio. Today we talked about why. What's the catalyst driving your desire to wed? Anyway, we'll be back next week. Hope God's willing, everything is copacetic.
Oh, willing the creek don't rise.
Correct. Yeah, and we thank y'all for supporting and keeping this thing going. And we will everybody have a blessed weekend and be safe. And we'll be back at y'all the next time. All right. So, anything, he was on one today. He was he was getting everybody mad. No, I'm just flipping.
Fire him up.
Look. Now Maria gonna come down there. Oh, so you don't feel this way every day? No food for a week. I'm gonna fix you until you feel it every day. No.
So if I'm not able to make it to the next show.
Oh, we know why. We'll send police over there, right? Wellness check.
Y'all pray for me. Yeah, send a wellness check. Send a wellness check, because you know she's gonna be. Oh, so you don't love me every day.
Every day.
I'm gonna show you.
Look, you still sounding like black. When really, you can get complete. All right.
She about to come to you, bro. You about to be in so much. Look, we both about to be in trouble. We both about to be in so much trouble right now. Oh my God. Oh, if the show don't happen next week, y'all know what happened.
All right, Joe. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Oh God, y'all stay warm. Peace.